Everybody, Earl at thelogbook.com, back for more Voyages of Shelf Discovery, and we are diving back into the grab bag. The rules of the grab bag are simple. I grab two or three things just blind out of this big box of stuff that I've accumulated in some case over years. I mean, I think there are figures in here from The Last Jedi that I always intended to open at some point but haven't, and I thought I would just make it a thing because I was having trouble coming up with themes for this, and I thought maybe the theme was the randomness of it. So let's see how random we get. If we just reach in here and we grab Christopher Reeve Superman from the DC Multiverse series. This was a Christmas gift from one of my patrons, and the really bad thing is I can't remember who sent it to me. But thank you. This was a direct result of something that I had said on a previous show about wanting 3 3/4 inch figures from the early DC multimedia universe. This is really neat packaging. I haven't run across one of these before, and I like it. Once upon a time, Mego had a line called Pocket Heroes, and it traded under 2 or 3 different names. Boy, I'm really trying not to destroy this packaging, and I'm failing miserably. I see a couple of tape points down here at the bottom. I think it's scissors time. I really don't want to do too much of a number on the packaging. And Mego's Pocket Heroes line, which some of you who like me are of a certain age may remember, kind of crossed all the battle lines. There were DC characters, there were Marvel characters. They were the same scale. They were compatible. I kind of miss those days. And so I made a comment in a previous video, because I've opened a lot of Marvel Retro Legends on here. I made a statement to the effect of I wish there was something comparable for DC, but where my I'm drawn toward the Marvel Retro Legends because the comics are largely how I originally met the Marvel characters. Shows like, the 1966 Batman series, the 1970s Wonder Woman series with Linda Carter, the 1970s and 80s Christopher Reeve Superman movies are how I met the DC characters. Okay, I don't think I did too badly here. But oh wow, he's got the S on his cape and everything. Look for more DC Comics figures. I just might. Even look to see who made these. And I still don't know. I still can't tell who the manufacturer was. It's cool either way. So, I was lamenting the fact that sure, I know there are Superman figures aplenty, and a handful of them are even in this scale, but they aren't Christopher Reeve. But this one most certainly is. I mean, boy, is he ever. Down to the Spit Girl. Now, kind of curious. I still have Thor over here from a previous show. Are we really the same scale? We're close enough. We're close enough. I wonder if he's actually more the same scale as the Tom Baker Christmas ornament from a previous show. And yeah, that would appear to be the case. So maybe slightly taller than 3.75 inch. But yeah, that's okay. If Superman towers slightly over my other comic book character action figures, if anyone can get away with doing that, I think the Man of Steel earns that privilege. So that is cool. I feel like a total chump for having forgotten who sent that to me, but thank you very much. That is awesome. And now I'm going to have to figure out. Yeah, I get the impression that this is a line that is not made anymore. They've gone up to a like the 6-inch scale, which I just don't do 6-inch figures. The Doctor Who 5.5-inch figures, and the upcoming Playmates Star Trek figures, which are going to be from all the shows, including the new ones. That's as close as I'm gonna get. And the Playmates stuff, I'm still kind of chuckling ruefully about that because it's like, nah. You could have made those 4 inches. You could have made them compatible with the '90s Playmates figures, but no, you didn't. So there we have the Man of Steel. Very happy to have him in the collection. Let's see who else. Who else do we have? Oh, I think it's a spaceship. I'm gonna sound like that guy from the Lego Movie. Spaceship. It's Oh, yeah. We haven't even talked about this, have we? This is an Eaglemoss Star Trek ship. This looks to be the shuttlecraft from Star Trek Voyager. Now, at the time I record this, very sadly, it appears the Eaglemoss is in serious trouble. They have filed to, and because they are a UK company, this is kind of Brit business speak. They have filed to go into administration, which is very close to what we in America would call Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Someone will be appointed to take control of the company, and I'm going to get the stand set up here. Someone will be appointed to take over the company and either return it to a profitable state or return it to just enough of a profitable state that its creditors can be paid back, its books can be closed, and can be shut down. So it may be that Eaglemoss is not long for this world. That's unfortunate. I really have enjoyed a lot of their stuff. I've opened quite a bit of it on this show, especially the shuttlecraft sets, which, if you got them on sale like this set I got only because it was 50% off. And I failed to read the writing on the wall, in kind of the final days of the company, because they seem to be having specials like that all the time. They were trying desperately to turn a buck, and which I totally understand, and they are doing what they should in trying to get some inventory out there. There's our obligatory stand, and this is the shuttle from Voyager. I've talked about the Next Generation shuttle. There was a really boxy one that they started using about halfway, or more than halfway through the show. But my heart belonged to the kind of curved one that they were using from the early seasons, because with all of the compound curves and absolutely no hard edges, it really looked like it was an extension of the Enterprise. And it's kind of funny that you get to the 90s and finally they can do something like this. But they came up with this, which I believe was called the speedboat shuttle. Oh, I broke the rules of the show. I looked down and saw what was in the bag. So I am rotating the bag before I get anything or anyone else out of it. Oh, and we've got Falcon. Okay, so we've got superheroes and spaceships tonight. Once again, we have a Marvel Retro Legends 3 3/4 inch figure with an accessory, which is also the Falcon. So 2 Falcons for the price of 1 here. Obviously, the Marvel Retro Legends character selection is influenced heavily by the MCU, but the actual figure that you're getting and the artwork on the card is not from the movies. It is the character as they originally appeared in the comics. So let me see if I can give myself the bird here. This looks a little bit delicate. Looks like it clamps onto his arm or his hand here, as it should. Let me set that aside. It does not stand very well on its own. Yeah, because I put it down here on this other shelf, and it just tipped right over. And Falcon has a pretty unique cape here. Again, as per the original comic artwork. He's kind of like the Vision in that you have to push it out. Oh, it came off of him, but you just put it back into his back, and he's got it. Let me see if I can get him to hold this correctly. Okay, we do have bicep swivels on this figure, so, again, as usual, where you see the gloves end, that's where the swivel is. And trying to figure out how this attaches. Not very well. Not very well. This is a figure that really gives you the bird, but offers very little advice in terms of how to attach it to the figure. He is significantly shorter than Superman. But there is the Falcon giving you the bird. There's the Man of Steel standing a full head taller than the Falcon. Yeah, I guess it really depends on who I'm going to stand Superman next to on the superhero shelf, which at some point I actually need to show you the superhero shelf, because that is, remember the Batcave that I opened quite a while back? Well, basically, DC, Marvel, doesn't matter. All the superheroes have wound up, and supervillains have wound up occupying the Batcave. And we will show you that at some point, but for now, here we have Superman, we have the Falcon, and we have the Voyager shuttlecraft. I hope Eaglemoss is able to rally and recover from their difficulties. I honestly feel like their bum rush to adopt a lot of new franchises right at the end of their corporate lifespan may have been a huge part of their problem. I mean, all of a sudden they were like, oh, we're doing The Expanse. Oh, we're doing Stargate. Oh, we're doing Tron. We're doing, which why do you need to do Tron? There are light cycles back there. There have been light cycles since 1982, and the thing about light cycles is they are not so detailed that we need better models of them. And of course they did stuff like the Space 1999 Eagles, which I totally picked up. But for a company that was in trouble, spending a lot of money on new licenses doesn't seem like it's a logical solution to the problem. But maybe that's just me. I am a toy fan. I do not work in the field. I'm a collector, a mere collector. But with these latest additions to the collection, we're a pretty happy one.